to know your take, man. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, who you got?
No, Mike Tyson.
Respect to Mike Tyson, okay? One of the greatest heavyweights ever. That's a fact. He was ferocious. He was a knockout artist. You know all the details, okay? I don't know why Mike Tyson is doing this. I don't think he needs the money.
Jake Paul is set to face off against the boxing legend Mike Tyson in what promises to be a blockbuster showdown. Despite the excitement surrounding the fight, many are skeptical of Paul's chances against the experienced Tyson. Conor McGregor, the brash Irishman known for his exploits in the UFC, also didn't step back and shared his thoughts on the upcoming Mike versus Jake Paul fight.
This Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
Oh, geez, I don't. It's a bit strange. You know, is my interest? The interest is a low one. I don't know. I don't really. I don't understand it.
Got it. Any difference between this one and?
I wish well for.
Conor McGregor minced no words when asked about the clash between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. He dismissed Paul as absolute trash and scoffed at the notion of him lasting more than 2 minutes in the ring with Tyson. McGregor thinks that this fight is a lose-lose situation for Paul. He said that if Jake wins, he just defeated an old version of Tyson, and if he loses, he just lost to an old man. The age gap between Tyson and Paul is significant, with Tyson approaching his 50s while Paul revels in the prime of his youth. Many question whether Tyson still possesses the ferocity and skill that made him a fearsome force in his heyday. Conversely, Paul's relative lack of experience against elite competition raises doubts about his ability to hang with a seasoned fighter like Tyson. Yet Tyron Woodley, a former UFC fighter, highlighting the man's years of experience and knockout power. Woodley thinks Tyson could land some serious punches, regardless of his age.
At the end of the day, Mike Tyson, just watching the dude hit f***ing pass in the bag, like, I always have this inside joke. They be like, how much would you have to get paid to fight Mike Tyson? I'm like, I'll never be able to spend it. Like, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he's fighting the one fighter that most people fear. And I feel like 58, 27, the age is not a factor. That's a wash, right? Experience level obviously is going to go to Mike Tyson. But Jake's got a screw.
Even if Paul pulls off a win, Woodley insists Tyson deserves mad respect for his legacy in the ring.
Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson. I don't give a f***. He's 70. You're going to have to put at least an ounce of respect on his name. Mike Tyson right now, off muscle memory alone, he can have a flashback, right? He can step on the wrong eggshell and let off a combination that can kill most people. No bull. He has the power and ability to shift organs in your body if he hits you with the right force, right? So I think he forgot more technique than Jake Paul has ever learned in his life.
Despite the controversy and skepticism surrounding the matchup, Mike Tyson remains a pillar of confidence and conviction. With the swagger and self-assurance that made him a legend in the ring, Tyson brushes off doubts about facing Paul, asserting that age ain't nothing but a number. His trademark grin betrays a hint of mischief as he declares himself the baddest man on the planet, reaffirming his status as a force to be reckoned with. Despite the controversy, Tyson remains confident, brushing off doubts about facing Paul. He exudes swagger and self-assurance, asserting that age ain't nothing but a number and that he's still the baddest man on the planet. Tyson's confidence isn't just bluster, it's rooted in a lifetime of triumphs and trials, a testament to his resilience and determination. Amidst the hype, a personal anecdote about encountering Tyson highlights his character and resilience. Despite his turbulent past, Tyson has risen above his personal failings and made a comeback, earning admiration and respect from fans worldwide. Conversations surrounding the Tyson-Paul matchup have ignited fierce debates among fans and fellow athletes. Lennox Lewis recently simulated the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson fight, and it ended devastatingly. He wrote on Instagram with a gaming simulation of the fight attached. So I hear Mike Tyson will be fighting Jake Paul, not quite sure how that will go, but it could be something like this. The footage captures the moment when Paul and Tyson confront each other head-on, within the confines of the octagon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
In the blink of an eye, Paul found his head crashing against the canvas, mere moments passing before Tyson's victorious hand was raised high, marking a relentless knockout that left no doubt of his dominance.
5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Iron Mike Tyson has graced the octagon. Tyson is ready to fight.
And give me, it is all over. I have to think this is going the distance, and he's dead.
Tyson's resume reads like a roll call of boxing royalty, having battled the likes of Holyfield, Lewis, and Spinks, leaving a trail of devastation in his wake. His prime was legendary, marked by unmatched power and experience. On the other hand, Paul's record against opponents of dubious pedigree pales in comparison. Despite his admirable efforts, he simply hasn't faced the caliber of opponents that Tyson has. Manny Pacquiao, the legendary Filipino boxer and 8-division world champion, offered a more measured perspective on the potential showdown. Pacquiao predicted Tyson's victory, citing his unparalleled skill and experience.
That fight just got announced. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
They're gonna fight, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna fight. What do you think? Do you think Jake Paul can beat Mike Tyson?
I don't think so.
His endorsement of Tyson's superiority carried the weight of decades spent inside the squared circle, where he himself had faced and defeated some of the sport's greatest champions. YouTuber and commentator Joe Rogan expressed a blend of doubt and excitement regarding this bout, considering Tyson's age and the potential risks for Paul.
If you think he's 55 years old, that guy will hurt you. Yeah. If Jake Paul's on the other side of the ring and he sees Mike Tyson just bobbing and weaving, he's going to have a recognition. Yeah. He's going to look over and go, oh my God, that's really Mike.
He stressed the importance for Jake Paul to recognize Tyson's capability to cause harm in his imposing stature in the ring. Rogan was amazed by two aspects of the fight's announcement. The first is Paul's boldness in facing off against a legend like Tyson, and the second is the fact that Tyson, even at 57 years old, still poses a significant threat. Joe Rogan argued that Paul's boxing record, primarily against opponents from non-traditional boxing backgrounds, undermines the integrity of the sport. On the other hand, Teddy Atlas, Tyson's former coach, sees the fight as a lucrative opportunity. Let's hear what he has to say about the upcoming fight.
Gonna make money. You want me to say more than that? Is there a need to say more than that? Yeah, everyone says he's fighting old guys. He's fighting guys that aren't real boxers. He's fighting guys that are boxers, but they're not good boxers. All that. He has taken risks. He's been in there with MMA guys that, like I said about Ngannou, you know, they might have been a little older at the time. They might not have been purely a striker. Obviously, they were UFC champions, but they were champions. They were fighting.
Concerns about safety, particularly Tyson's involvement at 57 years old, highlight the ethical challenges confronting the sport. Despite Tyson's dominance in his prime, his decades-long hiatus from peak physical condition raises concerns about the potential risks of facing a much younger opponent like Paul. Tyson's statements underscored the dual nature of the event, as both a showcase of athletic ability and a carefully orchestrated entertainment spectacle aimed at captivating a broad audience. Paul George, host of a podcast, sides with Tyson, citing the boxer's dedication and seriousness in training. He believes Tyson's experience will give him the edge over Paul.
Against Iron Mike, I'm not going against Mike Tyson.
I'm not neither.
Mike Tyson is one of those guys that you see his name, I'm voting Mike Tyson. I'm going for Mike Tyson. Care the age gap, like he
take it serious.
Actually fighting a boxer. Like he's not fighting a MMA guy. He's not fighting a wrestler. He's not fighting an entertainer. He's fighting a boxer. I don't care how old the age gap is, he's fighting a boxer.
Regardless of their age difference, it is evident that Tyson is putting in rigorous training for this fight, aiming to demonstrate to the world, especially critics, that while he may be past his prime, his passion for boxing remains unwavering even at his current age. In a surprising turn of events, Tyson himself has expressed interest in the fight. Despite previously criticizing Paul's fighting style, he acknowledges Paul's training but remains confident in his ability to defeat him. Furthermore, Tyson's remarks address the broader impact of such events on boxing, integrating high-profile non-traditional fighters into the sport. Despite the skepticism surrounding the match, both fighters seem eager to prove themselves in the ring. As the anticipation builds, fans eagerly await the outcome of this highly anticipated showdown between the old generation and the new contender. As the fight date approaches, the world will be watching closely to see if Jake Paul can prove his detractors wrong, or if Mike Tyson will demonstrate that age is but a number in the boxing ring. Regardless of the outcome, this fight has already ignited a firestorm of debate on the future of boxing. But what are your thoughts on this fight? Also, will you be watching this fight if it does happen this July? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.